travel, beauty, fashion, entertainment, arts, fitness, celebrity interviews, and inspiring, engaging conversations with some of the best new and old music around. All this and more when you tune into On the Go with Tiffany Patton podcast. Now, here's your host, Tiffany Patton.
Good afternoon. You are listening and watching On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty. And I have an amazing show for you today. I'm so excited because I have a very, very special guest here in the studio live with me. To my left, just amazing people. It is the holiday season. I hope you guys had a very happy Thanksgiving, and Christmas is fastly approaching us. And because of that, you know, it's a time for the Christmas music, 24 hours. You know, I've decked out my car, little, you know, elf hats with the bells. And you also have, you know, gatherings, spontaneity, a lot of music, a lot of food, and a lot of Christmas movies, which I watch all weekend long when I get a chance to just stop. And it's really amazing because someone here from the Detroit metropolitan area who I call my sister girl, first of all, she's an amazing singer. And if you don't know who she is, shame on you. Her full name is Beth Griffith Manley. However, you know her as Beth, and she is the daughter of the funk master great, Mr. Johnny Griffith. Now, if you don't know who he is, that's even worse. And we're going to allow her to be able to tell you exactly how legendary he is, because if it was not for her dad, I'm not really sure if there would be a Motown. Not really. It kind of, sort of, because he kind of gave that Motown what it is. I mean, definitely no slight to Berry Gordy whatsoever. But there's some people that are just intricate and making Motown, and her dad was definitely one of those people. And I'm so excited to have Mrs. Beth Griffith Manley, but known as Beth. She is live here. When you hear Kim, you hear a very amazing voice a lot of times in the background, and she is one of the amazing voices that you always hear. And if she gets the mic and gets up front, she shuts it down every time. Every time.
You're kind.
No, she is. Beth, thank you so much for being on the go with me today.
Thank you, Tiffany, for having me. Thank you. That was a wonderful introduction. I was going to say, who is she speaking of? This person sounds wonderful.
Now, wait a minute, because she is also, okay, hold on, because I have more. This woman, she started at the age of 5 playing the piano alongside
my dad taught me to play the piano. He was a stickler of me learning the piano, practicing my chromatic scales, learning to read, learning, you know, placement of notes and holding your hands correctly on the piano. Wow. And I hated every moment of it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. You know, because all I wanted to do was sing.
Okay.
And as a child, you don't understand all the time what your parents are teaching you and the significance of it. That's and how it's going to play out later in life.
Very true.
I wanted to play. Mm-hmm. I wanted to dress up.
Okay.
And sitting at the piano and being disciplined was not, you know,
one of your things to do.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
And that's so weird, because the reason why that stood out is because growing up, I always wanted to play the piano, right? And so my parents really never found the time. And then my sister was born, and you know how they do the babies. Oh, yeah. Or they found a way. And she did the piano lessons, and she didn't even really want to use it for real. And I was like, because it seems so soothing and so
But it's
calming.
Not too late. Know that.
Okay.
It's not too late.
Okay.
Anything that you want to do. And that's been my thing now. It's not too late. It's too late when you close your eyes. And they close that box.
She doesn't even know she's on my word of the day that's coming up.
But it's never too late. And so I tell you today, if there's something you want to do, it's not too late. Do it.
I love it. I love it.
And sing.
And wait, hello, now the singing.
That's the show.
Right.
That's
and end.
That's the show.
Now, there's one quote that was said about you, and I want to get it.
Uh-oh, who did it?
No, hold on. Michael J. Powell.
Yes.
And he said, a voice like this only comes around once in a lifetime.
He was very kind with those words.
How do you feel when you hear something like that?
First of all, I want to know who they're talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you. Second, I have a very unique voice. I sound like a combination of people, and I think that's what people like about me. They like my voice because it's warm, but it's a combination of many of their favorite artists all mixed in one. And so I think that's what Mike was trying to say. I love Mike dearly. He's a dear mentor. He's a friend. I call him my uncle brother. And he's a dear person who has so much knowledge of music, and he has an incredible ear. So when he first heard me sing, he told me that he really liked my voice, and he thought there were some things that he could do with me. And he's kept true to that. We've worked together for many years. He's mentored me for many years. But I do think, again, with that statement being made, I'm just a melting pot of a lot of different people. I sang in a corporate band that did a lot of cover music for many years. And when you do that as a singer, and you do that as a background singer, because I've been a background singer for many years as well, you're a sponge to what you hear. And when you're doing cover songs, you try to emulate the artist who is the originator of that song, as well as put your own flavor. So then you get Beth, but then you get that artist. But then you may hear some inflections of some of my favorite people. So I'm a big pot of soup. Really, I'm just that. But
you're the best pot of gumbo I have ever heard.
That you're kind. You're kind.
Are.
Thank you.
Now, okay, with that, I have another question. But the first question I want to ask you is, who was the one person who motivated you the most, or who stood out most, that you said, you know what, I love her, and that's really why I want to sing? Or it's something about when he hits that note.
Well, you know that answer. It's Whitney Houston all day. All day, every day.
You guys didn't know
all
that,
day,
so.
Every day. It's Whitney, because as a little girl watching her, she was this tall, thin, brown girl.
Yes, she was.
And I was a tall, thin, brown girl. And when you looked at the TV, you didn't see that. When you listened to the radio, you didn't know who you were listening to a lot of times, and you would see different artists. But she just was me. I felt me, and so I just kind of gravitated to her. I loved her phrasing. I loved her tone. I loved that she was really skinny like I was. And I loved it. We have the same birthday.
And wait,
that's what got so exciting to me when I found that out.
She was channeling you, because I don't really believe in channeling, but there is something about spirits, and I think her spirit did call you. It's just like, okay, they have like spirits.
And I've been told that by family members of hers. That's not sometimes you want to be like somebody, and in your mind you're like them. In my mind, but by people who know and love her and worked with her for years, they were like, you remind us of her. And it could be because of the birthday, and and to have been around her, I got opportunity to work with her and be in her space as well. So to be around her, she was very energetic, very enthusiastic, very bubbly. We have similar we're Leos. We have the same personality. So it was like,
Now, see, she's being modest. Now, I don't know if Whitney would have been as modest, but she was, and she kind of just breezed by it and said,
but she was like that. Okay. Really, she was, oh my gosh, she was so funny.
And she's hilarious. But she was the understudy for Whitney Houston and Sparkle.
Right. They filmed Sparkle in Detroit, and I got cast as her body double and stand-in.
She was her body double.
So that was a crazy thing, because in the one conversation that I had with Whitney to cherish that time and that moment, I was able to talk to her about us having the same birthday.
Wow.
And she was just like
blown back.
Yeah. She grabbed me and hugged me, and was like, okay, so what is the day? Like,
right.
And I was like, August the 9th. And she was like, this baby. So, and that was, I'll cherish that moment forever. But that was, it was so much fun to be able to connect with her and to watch her on set 30 plus days.
Wow.
Every day. I saw Whitney Houston for 30 plus days. Now, who does that? Okay. Well,
Beth,
I did it.
Beth. And only Beth.
Yeah, it was wonderful. It was like every day it was like, pinch me, pinch me, pinch me. And the days that I got a chance to wear her clothes, wow. It was just amazing. And like times like that, or I call them wrinkles in time, that you can remember. Times like that, you wonder, you say, God, I have this dream or this wish. Is it really gonna happen? And those are the days that God said, gotcha. It's real. And I'm like, So, it's just, those are times in my life that are just priceless.
what I want to ask you, Beth, is I have some things here, but I can't because
How long
it's
is
like
the show, girl? Let's do this. What is it?
Okay, there's something about the spirit of who you are.
Okay.
That I don't know. I'm not even sure, and I know we've had little talks offside.
Yep. Where's the tissue?
No. But what I really need you to know is that you have a voice that heals people.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you know that. And sometimes we do our craft and we don't necessarily hear all of the accolades or maybe even understand that people really get or are fully receiving what God has placed in us. Mm-hmm. And I do. There's something about the energy when you perform. It feels like it comes from your spirit through your soul and just out. But it catches you and it arrests you in a way.
Thank you.
And it is so healing, but it makes, no pun intended, there's a freeing a liberty that I feel when I hear you sing.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to on air let you know that because I've been thinking. I even put it down here as notes.
And you've shared those words with me. I have to hold your hand. You've shared those words with me, and I received them. Thank you.
Yes, you are. She is truly a blessing, and you have so much coming because she's spunky, but yet still humble at the same time. I mean, there's a confidence, but that comes from God. When you know who you are, there's just an assurity that you walk in that most people need. And there's so many young generations who need to see that. It's not an arrogance, it's a confidence, and everybody needs
that. You have to fight and work for
you
too.
Do.
And I don't think that people understand. You see some people walk in that confidence, but you don't know what they took
or
what they sacrificed to get there.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
a lot of times you see people that are successful and you say, I want that. But then there's the saying, are you willing to sacrifice what they sacrificed to get that?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you said no pun intended with the free,
yes,
it is freeing for me because there was a time when I suffered from extreme stage fright and could not stand up in front of people and sing.
Oh, wow.
So for me to get up there and do that, it is freeing for me because I know that I had to fight for that.
That's good.
So that's where kind of like the title of the album Free came from.
Yeah.
And the song Free.
Yes.
All of those
Her
things.
album is amazing.
Thank you.
And you need to get it because, and so now I have to stream it because, you get this new car and they don't have CDs. So I got the CD and I can only listen to it in my house, but that's okay because
well, that's a blessing.
Bluetooth works.
But it's a blessing you got the new car, though.
Yeah,
Come on now. Don't look at the big picture.
That's just true.
Because my car got a CD player in
it. You know what?
So what does that tell
you? That's all right. I got lots of CDs, okay?
Right. I still got a CD player.
Right, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so what would you say?
Got me messing up my makeup.
No, I'm sorry. I want to ask this one question, and then we're going to talk about, she has something really amazing that's happening this weekend. A typical day in your home growing up. How was that? Johnny Griffith was your dad. Like, how did that feel? Did you...
Well, okay, let me go back to when you said the contributions my dad made for music, for Motown. My father was a great contributor to the music there. Mm-hmm. When he came into the Funk Brothers were already established, and Earl Van Dyke was already there. But at the time, they brought my father in, and they called him the hired gun. They brought him in because my father was classically trained.
Yes, one of the only few, right?
Yeah, he was one of the only few that was actually classically trained. My father could play anything.
Wow.
And he could play any type of keyboard. He could play the organ, he could play the grand piano, he could play and forgive me for not knowing all the because there are some keyboards that take, certain strategics and knowledge to play.
Yeah.
He could play those big organs with the foot pedals, and everybody can't play those.
They can't.
And so they brought him in specifically because that was a sound that he offered to Motown to just go on top and to fill in as Earl Van Dyke, I believe, was getting ill and was kind of slowing down.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of funk brothers. There are those that started originally, and then there were ones that came in, towards the beginning and then, finished it out. He played on some amazing songs. And with my research, what I found out is that a lot of times they would use 2 keyboard players, 2 drummers, two musicians on the songs, as well as they would record the song a couple times with different groups of funk brothers.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes if thankfully, I was able to go back and look at some session records because Motown family, you know, they had some of the records. Shout out to, I'm not trying to put her on blast, but this is my auntie Pat Cosby. She was, her husband, Hank Cosby, was the session leader.
Oh, wow.
She has session records. I could see the songs that my father played on. So
good.
I know what he played on. There's not a guess. There's not an assumption. I know what my dad played on.
That's good.
So,
well, some of those I want to say is Stop in the Name of Love.
Yes, he's the rolling organ in the beginning.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Yes.
I Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Yes.
What's Going On.
He's the piano and What's Going On, yeah.
Dancing in the Streets.
Dancing in the Street.
I Can't Help Myself. Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. Love that song. I can't sing. She can. I will.
But that was good. We know what song you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. We know.
And the list just goes on. Shotgun. Ain't Too Proud to Beg. That's amazing.
He was on some great classics.
Yes.
And I'm really honored. I mean, that's a legacy that he's left me. I work very hard to keep his name alive, keep the legacy going, as well as the legacy my mother has instilled in me, because my mother was a school teacher for 45 years.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, she taught me my correct English and how to sit up straight and my posture and my etiquette and my poise.
Yes.
And so I do what I do to honor both of my parents, to show them that their work was not in vain.
Well, ma'am, you do it very well. And I'm sure your mom is beaming as always.
Yeah, she's right there.
And yes, in the studio. And she's deserving of how proud I know she is of you.
Thank you.
Because you've really done your dad's legacy very, very well.
Thank you.
Now this weekend you have something that's coming up that's really exciting.
Yes, I'm really excited.
Yes. Now she put the Motown Soul and Christmas coming up.
I
Amen.
tried. You know, you Christmas time comes and you hear this Christmas music and you have your classics, you have your favorites.
Yes.
And then we have our R&B soul traditional Christmas songs that we always look for. I wanted to do something that was just different.
Okay.
I wanted an R&B Christmas song. I wanted something people could ballroom dance to. I don't know why I just wanted something different. So one of my producers, Cordell Walton, I just called him last year and I said, Cordell, let's do a Christmas song. He said, let's do it.
That's
and Cordell, I'm just so honored to work with him. He's Charlie Wilson's MD and has been for many years.
Okay, so you know how much I love you, Charlie. I've already reached out to you people, so hopefully you'll be on the show very soon. I love him.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He is.
And to be able to work with a musician that handles Charlie Wilson's shows and tours is just awesome. In fact, Cordell produced Free, the title cut of the song. He did many songs off the album. And Cordell is so talented. So I called Cordell. I said, Cordell, I want to do a Christmas song.
Yeah.
Oh, and we normally are like, I'm like, are you in town? He's like, well, are you in town? And we're scheduling who's home, you know, who can work. And we got over there and he said, what are you feeling? I said, I'm feeling like a bop. I'm feeling R&B. I'm feeling Christmas. But I'm feeling something, a love song. And I grabbed the pencil and paper, and I think within the hour we wrote that song. It was pretty much done. It was just one of those things where it just flows right through. And so we released the song, I think December 1st. And normally with Christmas music, you know, people normally record songs back over the summer, release at the end of Thanksgiving. But I think now with artists being able to control their own music, they'll drop a song on Christmas Day. Like we do whatever we want to do now.
Right.
And if you have a fan base, they'll support.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. And with the help of social media.
Yeah.
So we recorded the song, dropped it December 1st. We put it out. It was fun. I did a couple local TV shows and I had a blast. And I was like, okay, goal met. You know, check this off the list.
But God has something else in store.
God has something else. So I have a wonderful manager, Courtney Benjamin Entertainment Group. And he is into making sure his artists have placement in movies, television, commercials. He's always looking and submitting our music.
That's good.
So he goes, I submitted your music for some movies and stuff, you know, and I'll get back with you. And I'm like, okay. And then in March, so that was 2018. No, 2017. I'm about to ask you what year is this?
Right. No.
That was 2017.
Right.
That my first album came out in 2017, and then I released my Christmas single December 1st of 2017. So March of 2018, Courtney says, I submitted your music to a movie. I'm like, okay, fine, you know, because sometimes you submit it and then they come back and say, yeah, thank you. So I wasn't really thinking of it. And then I think by June, he goes, yeah, remember I told you that movie I submitted your music for? He goes, yeah. He said, well, they reached back out and they like it. He said, but now I need to send them different versions of the song. So, and then I'm walking you through the process, you know. So basically they wanted an instrumental version. They wanted a cappella version. They wanted it stripped down so that however they wanted to use it in the movie, they could. They could have free access to do whatever. Yeah. I said, fine, that's fine. By the end of, that was beginning of June, by the end of June, he called me and he was like, okay, they forwarded a contract. They're accepting your song in the movie. And I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, they love.
No time.
Yeah, and it was very quick. So, you know, we signed a contract for licensing and we signed it to TV1. And there's a movie called WISHMAS. It's starring David and Tamela Mann. It's produced by, it's directed by Terry Vaughn. Some of the Braxton sisters on. I mean, it's a whole lineup of stars that are great in our community.
And now Beth Griffith.
I'm so excited. So I have not said anything. You know, we were holding this in because you don't want to talk about Christmas in June. So everybody's like, yeah, whatever. So now it is Christmas time.
Yes, it is.
And we're starting to talk about it. Yes, TV1 is promoting the movie. Terry Vaughn is posting it. The Mans are posting it. So just last night, I'm laying in the bed.
Yes.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on the gram. I'm on the gram.
IG.
And I said, let me look, you know, in my stream because I'm following Terry Vaughn. I'm following the people of the movie because I'm excited.
Right.
And she posts the movie is coming out and how excited she is. And she posts about the directors and the stars in the movie. So I say, I'm going to send a message to Terry Vaughn in her feed and say, hey, thank you so much for selecting my song for the movie. I'm grateful. I can't wait to watch it on Sunday. Oh, does Miss Vaughn reply back?
Ow.
She replied back and said, I love your Christmas song. And I had a chance where I selected each song personally for the movie. So I just started screaming. I scared my husband.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, girl. So, that was an honor for her to respond back.
Yeah.
And for her to tell me that she had an opportunity to listen to all songs.
That's good, though.
And she picked what she wanted. And my song was in the number. So Sunday night, I will be watching with my family. And I don't know what scene it's going to be in.
Okay.
I don't know. But we're waiting, as they say, with bated breath.
Yes. Okay. And so this is what we're going to do.
To watch the movie to see. Yes.
It's called
WISHMAS. It comes on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TV1.
On TV1. This
Sunday, December 2nd.
December 2nd,
yes.
7 p.m. TV1, WISHMAS. Watch the entire thing.
Yeah, because I don't know when my song is gonna.
She might be in the end, the middle. They might put it at the beginning and the end, and in the middle. You just don't know.
We don't know, but I do know. Terry Vaughn said she loved it.
Loved.
And I'm honored because you know what? Writing is something that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so I wrote that song.
Oh wow.
And so songs that I'm writing are getting some recognition.
That's
and
good.
that warms my heart because I just feel like God has pushed me to write and not just to sing.
And this is only the beginning. This is only beginning. 2019 has yet to even start. She just doesn't even understand what's in store, but it's okay. It's coming. More is coming. I thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you.
With it being the holidays, what is some traditions that you and your families love to do?
It's stay in out the cold.
Yeah,
for the most part,
because she travels so much.
I do,
and that's why I was wondering.
There's a blessing in the traveling, in that I get to go to warm places in the wintertime. That I love. During the holiday time and it's cold, it's always taking me somewhere warmer than Detroit, and I love that.
We don't need a white Christmas.
No, I really don't. It's overrated. But I love being home. I love when my husband comes home from work and then we're just all home.
Yeah.
And my mom is with us now, and everybody's just got on their house shoes and socks. We're sliding across the floor. We're eating. Every TV is on in the house. You know what I'm saying? We're just home. And I love that. Yeah. I love being home now. Yeah. And looking out the window at the snow and say, "Ooh, it looks bad out there," and you just close
right
it.
Up in here, nice and toasty.
Yeah. So traditions, we don't really have any. We just, we're just enjoying life right now, and blessed to be here.
And that's a good thing. You have been watching the very beautiful and extremely talented.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I got other questions, but I just
No, more. Give me more. Give me more.
She wants some more. Does she want more?
Because I do. I want people to get to know me, though. I do.
Okay,
You know.
So, the question that I have is, what do you feel was the best lesson that your father left you? And it doesn't necessarily even have to be industry related. And then your mom, because I know your mom always hears your dad, but mom, I mean, she had to come through the mom.
Right.
I mean, you know, mom is the one.
Right.
Okay?
Mama's the one.
What has been some of the greatest lessons that your parents have taught you?
Well, I think I'll answer that for both of them. They both taught me to do my best. Now they both taught me to strive for excellence. They both pushed me to get good grades. My father was extremely gifted in math.
Okay.
Oh, he was a math wizard.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
math
and the music and the numbers. And he could help me with any math question.
Oh, wow.
My mother was extremely gifted. She's really an artsy person. My mother could draw, do calligraphy. My mother was very gifted with words and you know, English, and she's a counselor. So I have a good listening ear and I, you know, I'm able to give people, I think, a decent, good perspective if they ask me a question, you know, my opinion. But my mom really gave me the etiquette. We talked about that, and to be a lady, and to be poised. And I love that, because a lot of girls these days don't get that from their mothers.
Yeah.
They don't know what it's like.
That's
you know, the other day I was leaving out, and my mom was like, "Where are your stockings?" I said, "Ma'am, I'm not wearing it. It's too hot." Like, but that's the class.
I still have a slip. Listen,
Oh, yeah.
my parents.
I own a slip.
Listen,
I don't wear, but I own a slip. Hate that thing. I got stockings. I hate those. I have them, mother. I have them. But what I'm saying, my mother has always been a lady.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she, you know, before I step out the house, she's like, "Okay, now are you?"
I like
you know,
that.
that's my mother,
I
and I
love
appreciate that because she always keeps me on my toes. If I'm eating too much, she said, "Hey, you know," she gets me together.
That's good.
I appreciate that, because some people don't have that.
That's true. That's true.
My father always taught me to push, to don't quit. He didn't want me in this business.
And I was gonna be my
Did not want me in this business. Because I said, "Daddy, I want to sing," as everybody wants to sing. "Daddy, I can sing." Everybody thinks they can sing. But then he came to hear me sing. He goes, "Oh, you're not so bad." You know, God rest his soul. He died before he really started to see me come into where I am now. And so I have to just trust and believe that he's out there amongst the stars watching.
Yes,
But both of my parents together, I think they gave me a lot to pull from. In those times that I don't know what to do, I just have to sit there and say, "Okay, what will my mother do? What will my dad do?"
That's good.
And it always, you know,
That's
it always
good.
works out.
One last question, and then we get to hear her sing live here on the go. This time, no. During the holiday season, a lot of times, a lot of people struggle sometimes because, you know, they think of those who have lost loved ones. What would you say to that person that just really doesn't like this season? Maybe they used to love the season, but because their loved one has gone on, they just don't really know how to filter through it all. What would you say to that person?
I've had to say this to some people, and I say this when I say people, many people before. And this is also the same thing that I have had to say to myself.
Okay.
Anybody who's not here with you right now, or any time in your life, this is not the time for you to slow down, for you to quit, or for you to give up. You are to act accordingly as if they were still here. Because their presence is still here.
That's excellent.
And if they could speak to you now, they would probably slap you upside your head and say, "Get your behind up and get to work." And I take that with how I handle myself the day we buried my father. I went to a gig that night because my daddy told me, "Don't you ever leave money sitting on the table." And I followed my father's advice even in his passing.
She didn't leave the money.
No, I went and got it. It was very difficult for me to work that night.
Right.
I took many breaks, but they
love it.
understood how I felt.
I love it.
But you honor those that have left you behind
That's
by
true.
keeping their words. You know what they told you to do. And
Come
if
on.
they were there, they would not be happy with your behavior if they saw you not pursuing and being depressed. So you honor them by being productive. And that's what I would say. And I've told that to many people. I said, if they were right here now, what would they say? They wouldn't be happy and they'd want me to get up. I said, well, then get up.
Get up.
And
Go
that's
do
how you
something.
honor that person. You pay them no homage by not being productive.
I love it.
And on that, you know,
And on that,
I dropped the mic.
She drops the mic.
But no,
I
really,
love-
you know what I'm saying?
But this is why I love you, Beth, because the realness and rawness. Everybody needs one of you. I always say that when I meet someone that has that type of spirit. Everyone does, because sometimes we just, you know, we're human and things happen, and we need somebody to be able to snap us back and to keep it real with us. Because so many people, especially now with social media and all of these masking faces, they'll let you go down a crooked road and they, no. Need somebody to snap me back and say, no, girl, you're going too far. Come back. Let's get it together. And that's what they really needed to hear. So I thank you so much.
I hope that helps somebody.
No, yes.
I
and
really do.
I'm sure that it will. I'm sure that it will. Now, we get to hear right now from you. What's the name of the song?
The song is called All I Want Is You for Christmas.
All I Want Is You for Christmas. I thank you guys for watching. Beth, tell us how we can follow you and how we can get your... Now, can we get your Christmas CD now?
Well, the Christmas song is a download only.
Okay.
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 And my goal is to release a full Christmas album.
Okay.
It's just the timing, you know,
It's off.
we haven't gotten it together.
Gotcha.
So all of my social media handles, as well as all of my music, is available on BethAlwaysSings.com.
BethAlwaysSings.com.
Yes.
So that's 2 S's when you put it in there.
Yes.
Always with the S and then sings.
Yeah, so it's BethAlwaysSings.com. So you can follow me on all my social media.
Okay.
You can get all of my music there.
Okay.
The album is there. I released a single called Perfect Kind of Trouble October 1st.
Okay.
That is available.
Okay.
And then All I Want Is You for Christmas is available as well. So you can download those things off the website, or you can go to iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Apple Music. You can do all of that stuff. But I'm an independent artist, so I'd rather
So
you go to the
her
website.
site. Yes, please, so she can get all of her
My 99
coins.
cents. Yes, okay. But that, you know, that's the truth, though.
Right. Okay, so you're also doing one thing really quickly before you go. I know if for those who are going to be in the Michigan area, you have an event coming up this weekend?
Actually, it's Saturday. Okay. It's Phil Denny's 7th annual Christmas Collective.
Okay.
We're going to be in Holt, Michigan at the Margaret Livensparger Theater, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm so excited about this show. First of all, I love Christmas shows because we're going to be doing some classics.
Yes.
I'm going to also be singing All I Want Is You for Christmas, and I'm going to be singing something off my album. The other artists that are going to be on the show, and please forgive me because I don't have the flyer with everybody's name.
Sure.
But just amazing artists. I'm the only female on the show.
We'll go ahead and put up the flyer. It'll be right there, so you'll be able to see it. You want to definitely go to this
and
event.
tickets are going fast because VIP is already sold out. We're doing a meet and greet.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful show. Phil Denny's a great artist. I did a show with him in January up in Lansing. And so then I'm honored that he's invited me to come back to his Christmas. So I started the year with him and I'm closing out the year with him. So it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, I thank you so much.
Thank
You've
you.
been on the go
Thank you.
and I get to say legendary now because she's just doing all types of stuff. So the legendary Beth, and we'll be right back with her singing live. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
All I Want Is You for Christmas.
All I Want Is You for Christmas.
That's Mariah's.
That's Mariah's. I'm sorry, we can't do that. Mariah, we love you though. You're listening and watching On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty. We'll be right back.
Is that who I think it is?
So this is a senior citizens home?
No, I like to think of it more as a living will center. I need to come up with $125,000 in 2 months.
So you begging for my help now?
I don't know about begging, that's a stretch.
My brothers want to sell immediately.
No, that's not right.
I can't put my money into a sinking ship.
Oh, so this is about business to you. I'm just gonna put it out there, what about us?
Merry WISHMAS, Sunday, December 2nd at 7 on TV1. I had to make one wish for Christmas, it'd be you standing right here with me, and erasing all the time and distance. You and me, oh, kissing right beside the tree, hearing sleigh bells ringing if you listen, and Jack Frost tickling your nose, to make this a complete white Christmas. I just want you, oh, I just want you for my own. Santa, won't you please bring this gift to me? I promise that I'll be the best girl. Oh, all I want is you for Christmas. Nothing else, me and you, oh, just us. All I want is you for Christmas, yes, just me and you, babe. Singing deck the halls with lots of holly, standing underneath the mistletoe, like Mr. Santa should be feeling jolly. If I had you, oh, if I had you for my own. Santa, won't you please bring this gift to me? I promise that I'll be the best girl. Oh, all I want is you for Christmas. Nothing else, me and you, oh, just us. All I want is you for Christmas, yes, just me and you, baby, just me and you, hey, just me and you, oh, just us. All I want is you for Christmas, yes, just me and you, baby. All I want is you, just me and you for Christmas, yeah. All I want is you for Christmas, yes, just me and you, babe, just me and you, babe, just me and you, baby. All I want is you for Christmas, hey, just me and you. All I want is you, just you for Christmas, yes, just me and you, babe, just me and you, just me and you, oh, hey, hey. All I want is you for Christmas, yes, just me and you, babe. All I want is you, me and you, just me and you, babe. All I want is you for Christmas. All I want is you, all I want is you.
24 Grill, located inside the Western Book Cadillac Hotel in Detroit, presents a casual approach to fine dining. For more information, call 313-964-3821 or visit the website at 24grill.com.
And we're back. You are listening and watching On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty. And that was Beth. Man, if you just tuned in, hit replay because she gave an amazing performance. She is going to be on this weekend, TV One, David and Tamela Mann's Christmas movie, December 2nd. You want to definitely tune in because her song can be heard at the beginning, in the middle, or the end, but it is a wonderful excuse to sit down with your family and watch a very merry, I believe it's WISHMAS by David and Tamela Mann on TV1. With that being said, it is time for the word of the day. And today's word of the day is your time is now. Don't waste your time thinking about what you will do, what you may not have time to do, what you feel that maybe you're too old to do. Do it now, because time waits for no one. So many times we are concerned about time and the different things that are going on when it comes to time, because we feel like, time is getting away from us. Well, if you're talking about Chronos time, then maybe so. But then there's a thing called Kairos time, and there's a difference between these two words. The one means chronological and sequential time. That's Chronos. That's the time that we normally are accustomed to trying to run ahead of or beat the time or not run out of time. That is the Chronos time. However, God doesn't work in that manner. God works in Kairos time. And Kairos time means the proper or opportune time. That is Kairos, Kairos, Kairos time. That means that there's a proper and opportune time for each and everything that you're supposed to do in life. However, if you are too concerned about something being too late or being too soon, you may miss that opportune, proper time. There's another definition which totally blew me away, which is the Webster's Dictionary for Kairos time. And it says opportune time and or place that is the right or appropriate time to say or do the right or appropriate thing. And then it talks about the most crucial time. And then I looked up crucial, and of course, crucial means a decisive or critical, especially in success or in failure of something of great importance. That means that whatever it is that you are saying that you can or can't do right now, based upon time, based upon age, based upon it's not the right time. So many people wait for the right time. We wait for, there's a right time to be married. There's a right time to have a kid. Well, when I have my kid, or when I have the baby, or when I get the great job. We have all of these time frames that are chronological. That's Chronos. But we need to make sure that we're in a Kairos time in everything that we do. Because when we do that, we'll be in the most opportune time. We'll be at that set time that literally God created for us to be able to do that thing. So you make sure that you're doing that. And you want to know, well, how do I know if I'm in the Kairos time? Well, honestly, with that, you would have to take time out to get still, get quiet, meditate, pray, and just ask, am I doing the right thing? I want to do this. Is this the right time? And God has a way of showing you. Even if it's just having someone stop in front of you with a license plate that says it's time, or if you look up at a billboard or a conversation, a song will come on, or you may hear a still small voice, but he will direct you. But you want to make sure that everything that you do, especially coming up into this new season, is right on time. That is the word of the day. And as I stated, I have an amazing show for you today. I started off with our live performance with Beth, but then we also have a very special guest from Essence that is here live to talk to us about something really important, a new initiative that Essence Magazine is doing to inspire future Black women leaders, called the Essence Girls United. And I believe it's Julie on the line. Hello, Julie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome.
That is good. Now, I'm really excited to speak with you there at Essence, because you're doing something that I think is so on time right now for our young ladies. Tell us a little bit about the Essence Girls United, because this is something new that you all are doing.
Yeah, I mean, we have to, where Black women come first, and we serve Black women deeply. So we have to make sure that we take care of our girls. And we launched this initiative to inspire young Black women through leadership and mentorship. And we really wanted to, make sure we're there for them and that they can see their dreams through.
Now, you all over at Essence Magazine you guys have done so many amazing things for the African American women overall over the years. And for you now to say, you know what, we need to get them while they're younger and kind of help groom them and mentor them in different areas. How did that come about? Were you guys just sitting and thinking, or was there a certain story that touched your heart, or was there just a conversation and daily about the different things that are going on with our youth that you said, you know what, this is not only something that's necessary, but it's the right time to do it? How did it come about?
I mean, I think it's a combination of all of that. We were them, we were young women, sure. And we know that a program like this would have helped us. A lot of us are mothers, yes. So we understand the importance of our youth. To quote Whitney, the children are our future. Yes. So we want to make sure that we're there for them. We have such an amazing, company and platform, and we're all about the community here at Essence, and we can't leave our Black girls out of that. We're not just grown Black women trying to make our way in the world. We're young Black women trying to make our way in the world, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we help them do that.
Now, what is the age group for the young ladies for this program, and when are you starting, and how does the selection process work?
So the applications are due tomorrow. So
Okay.
This is not a drill.
Okay.
This is a go, do it now, go and apply. We're looking for girls 16 through 19.
Okay.
And it's really an amazing opportunity because we've teamed up with Ulta Beauty, which is
Yes.
one of the biggest beauty brands and mega stores in the world.
Yes.
And we're really excited because we're offering 6 girls $10,000 scholarships,
Wow.
mentorship. They will come and visit us at Black Girl Magic headquarters
Okay.
here at Essence. They'll go to Ulta Beauty's headquarters in Chicago. As the beauty director, I'll be mentoring them. There'll be people, executives at Ulta Beauty mentoring them. And then honestly, one of the most exciting parts is they will be creating an actual line of makeup
I saw
that will be sold. That will
Yes.
be sold in Ulta stores. So It's really, really exciting. So all the applications are due tomorrow. And then as a select few of us on staff at Essence will pick, along with, I believe, 1 or 2 people from Ulta, will be looking at the submissions, looking at the videos, and picking our 6 girls.
Wow, that's got to be exciting. And I know the pressure is really on. So the submissions, the last day is today. So you definitely want to get your tomorrow, I'm sorry. Tomorrow's the last day. So you definitely want to get all of your young ladies submissions in if that is you and you're interested in getting your child and in this amazing program. And here's just some of the things, some of the pillars that you'll be focusing on. Is it owning your power, presenting with confidence, developing brand you, finding your voice, which is so important, and making a difference in your community, life skills 101, self-love, and I'm sure there are going to be many other little extra things that are going to be put in there for those who are coming onto the mentorship program. That is just, I think Essence never fails to amaze me. Essence Magazine, the Essence brand overall, has done so much for the African American woman and now for the African American young ladies to be able to build them into productive young women. And basically, I think what this mentorship program, to me, it seems that it's doing is that it is showing young ladies that there is nothing that you cannot do. And there's no dream that is too big. And that's what I love about it. I love that.
Absolutely. We are fierce. We are forces to be reckoned with.
Yes, we are.
And we're not going anywhere. I mean, I think it's going to be really exciting to see the women that come out of this program and the impact that they make, and honestly the physical products that they're able to make and show the world, and show that, you know, they can really create groundbreaking things.
Now, is this going to be, once this first session is done and you guys have kind of selected your 6 girls and they've gone through the mentorship program, is this something that is going to be ongoing on a yearly basis, or is this
We're hoping.
Okay.
We're definitely hoping. I mean, this first year we're teaming up, like I said, with Ulta Beauty. So, you know, the next year we might team up with another company, or it might, you know, it might be so great with Ulta that they might want to continue working with us. But this is a distinctly Essence, you know, initiative that will live on.
Yes.
But we're welcome to have other partners and other people sign on and come up with really interesting ways to bring the girls in and things for them to work on. But we will continue the work that needs to be done here at Essence, and hope that, you know, other companies like Ulta see what we're doing and want to be involved.
Well, I thank you all at Essence for having this. This is definitely something that's needed. I'll definitely push the word out on all of my platforms. If you all need any additional mentors, please let us know. Love working with our young ladies, and this is something that is definitely needed, and I'm so excited. Essence Girls United. This is a great initiative that everyone needs to support, be a part of. The closing of the submissions is tomorrow, and you definitely want to do that. Julie, is there anything that overall that you're most excited to be able to do with the young ladies with the mentorship program?
Yeah, I mean, I'm young at heart, so I'm really excited to just like hang out with them and like hear about what they're interested in, hear about their dreams. And again, part of my not only Essence's responsibility, but my responsibility as a Black woman who has a seat at the table in the beauty and fashion industry is to make sure that I pave a way for other women who want to, you know, make their way and succeed.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to meet with women who, you know, have that passion to be in the industry, in the fields that I'm passionate about, and hopefully I can help them, you know, be great and forge their way. I think it's always so exciting to see young girls who are passionate about something.
Well, I once again, I'm excited about Essence Girls United, and definitely that last portion that I read out of all of the things that you'll be teaching the young ladies. Self-love, it is so very important, especially in this day and age. There's so many different things going in and around the world, and I think if we can understand how important it is for us to love ourselves first, then we have, I want to probably say 90% of the problems solved right there, and then we can kind of flourish and go forward. So these young ladies are definitely in for a treat. I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, Julie, to speak with us about Essence Girls United. And
of course, anytime. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you. And On the Go with Tiffany Patton is definitely supporters of Essence Girls United. You definitely want to not only tell a friend if you have a young person, and tell us the age group again for the mentorship.
16 years old to 19 years old.
From 16.
So yeah.
From 16
and they'll
to
get,
19.
You know, a scholarship, and like, you know, it's great because it's like it goes back to their education and all of that. So we're really excited to make sure that we're, you know, they're not only getting mentored in like a field that they love, but they're also getting, we're supporting their educational pursuits.
And that's very, and that's at a great age, because that's the age where they normally kind of start, you know, they start wondering, who am I really? And they need that guidance.
Absolutely.
And that is a key age range. If you have a child, a young lady that's between the ages of 16 and 19, tomorrow is the deadline for Essence Girls United. It is an amazing opportunity. Not only do they receive a mentorship program, but they also will receive a scholarship toward their education and going further, so they can become the women of essence, which is truly the essence of who they are. I thank you so much, Julie, for being on the go with us today, and you have an amazing day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Essence Magazine is just an amazing brand, an amazing company, and as you can see, they put not their money where their mouth is. A lot of times you see that they talk so much about empowerment of women, and not only have they stayed true to that, but they're also reaching down to our youth and helping them to be groomed to be amazing women. And that is something that we should all strive to do. We all know someone who is young, who is really trying to find their way and figure out who they are. And this is an amazing mentorship program that we should definitely all look forward to and support. And we thank you so much, Essence, as well as Julie, and those who have partnered with Essence to make this possible. Ulta Beauty, we thank you as well. You are watching and listening to On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty. We'll be right back.
Gentlemen, our new ad campaign is going great guns. Sales are up, profits are up, business has never been this good. And it's all because Higginbotham called Detroit Sound and Video.
Be a rock star in your business. Call Detroit Sound and Video. Advertising, marketing, media production.
And we're back. You are watching and listening On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty. And it is time for On the Go to the show. And this weekend, I'm going to send you or get you ready to go for an upcoming weekend to some really great movies. On the Go with Tiffany Patton is so excited to have partnered with Warner Brother Pictures. And because of that, I'll be able to bring you and send you to some really great movies. Well, without further ado, here is On the Go to the show.
It's just a movie. You see, Natalie, life's not a fairy tale. Girls like us don't get that.
But why?
Well, look in the mirror, doll. We're no Julia Roberts.
Every day is payday. Swipe my card. Then
What are we talking about?
Natalie's saying that romantic comedies are bad.
All those movies are lies. They're terrible pop songs.
I think people would have an easier time seeing you if you were a little more open.
Hey, I'm Jack.
Natalie.
Give me the purse!
Why does this shit always happen to me?
Where am I?
You're in the emergency room.
This isn't an emergency room. This is a Williams-Sonoma.
Make my way downtown.
It looks like somebody's put a beauty filter across New York City.
911, what's your emergency?
Someone's broken into my apartment and they've taken everything and replaced it all with much nicer stuff.
So your emergency is that your apartment is too big and you have every shoe you could ever want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I think I might be going crazy. I hit my head really hard and I woke up in this alternate universe. And now I have a gay sidekick who's setting gay rights back like 100 years.
I love working the legs.
Jesus! And guys look me in the eyes.
You're quite beguiling, aren't you?
Are you feeling what I'm feeling?
No! Oh my God. I think I'm trapped in a... My life's become a mother... romantic comedy! And it's PG-13!
Okay, Booch, what's the update?
I have to get a man to fall in love with me.
Boom, 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 yes!
I'm Josh.
That is such a beautiful name.
Good morning, beautiful. Last night was amazing.
I don't think we actually did anything and just cut to the next morning.
What?
Just get back here.
Okay. Good morning, beautiful. Last night was amazing. Natalie,
Legend has it that one day, a new king will come who will use the power of the trident to put Atlantis back together again.
It's the exact spot that Volko gave me my first swimming lesson.
I already know how to swim.
Not even close. You have to forget all the teaching of the surface world. Go deeper. Uncover your Atlantean instincts. He spent his entire life training. Training to be the best.
My parents made me what I am. I am the protector of the deep.
In this trident resides the power of Atlantis. In the wrong hands, it would bring destruction. But in the hands of the true heir, it would unite above and below.
The time has come for Atlantis to rise again.
We must stop him.
And how do you propose we do that?
By retrieving this.
I already got one of those.
Not like this one, you don't.
The war is coming to the surface whether you like it or not.
Your mother always knew you were special. She believed you'd be the one to unite our two worlds.
Atlantis has always had a king. Now I need something more.
But what could be greater than a king?
A hero.
See, I told you, there's some amazing movies that are coming up that you definitely want to make sure that you go and see. Get your popcorn, get your family, get your friends, get your outlaws, your in-laws, get them all together this season and go to the show. Well, I like to thank all of my guests today, just phenomenal women. I definitely want to thank Essence and Essence Magazine for all that they do. Essence Girls United is an amazing initiative that is going to do, I know, an amazing wonder to 6 very lucky young ladies. It is a mentorship program that Essence has developed to be able to kind of get those who are 16 to 19, 6 lucky young ladies will get mentored. And not only will they get mentored, they will also be given a scholarship as well. So congratulations to Essence for just doing, once again, another phenomenal job and uplifting African American women and young ladies now everywhere and around the world. And thanks to Alta, who has partnered with them to be able to make that dream a reality. And that's what we do here on The Go. Like to give you all of the information about those people who are doing things in and around the world. That's just an amazing and doing astounding things to be able to help not only their community, but the world around them. With that being said, we like to also thank Beth for coming and speaking to us. She is the daughter of a funk brother, and she definitely has lots of soul. And she has added her soul to the Christmas season with her Christmas song, which is going to be on this weekend. It has been added. That's right, picked up by Terry Vaughn. And you wonder if that name sounds familiar. Well, it does. She was Mrs. Alize Jenkins and the Steve Harvey Show. She is now doing lots behind the scenes, and there is an amazing Christmas movie that is going to take place this weekend on TV One, A Very Merry Wishmas. And our own Beth, her song has been selected by Terry Vaughn herself personally to be a part of this amazing Christmas movie. So make sure that you get all of your friends and you can get on the go to the show on your couch this weekend and watch this amazing Christmas movie. Congratulations again, Beth, and thank you so much for being on the go with us. As always, I would be remiss if I did not thank all of those who have been watching and listening on the go with Tiffany Patton. If you'd like to follow me, please do so. Please follow me on all of my social media handles. On Instagram, it is @onthegotp. And you can also follow us. My website is www.onthegottiffanypatton.com for all past shows, for any information of what's going on, and also some of the trailers if you've missed it and you're looking for a great movie to go to or a great event during the holiday season. Definitely make sure that you stop by onthegottiffanypatton.com, and we will have more information for you there. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty. And as always, sow love and show love, because there is someone who is going to need you exactly the way you are. Until next time.